Hello, everyone. My name is Adam, and I will be interviewing a man who loves gaming. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Diego Britt, and I'm a 17-year-old South African student.
Okay. Dear Vault, what makes you interested in gaming?
Well, video gaming for me has always just been a passion and a hobby of mine. And, I've seen video gaming as what you can call an easy escape from the troubles of reality. And online gaming has always just been an easy way, or possibly the best way, for me to communicate with people from all around the world. And it's just allowed me to have a much more diverse social life.
Okay. Well, since you did tell me you were from South Africa, how popular is gaming in South Africa?
All right, well, recently, gaming has definitely been taking off in a very big way in South Africa. In the early days, you could always find a video game store too, but there wasn't really the community to back it up. But however, the large video game companies have been reaching out to South Africa and started to set up gaming convention and expos. And the most popular video game companies have even been setting up their own branches in South Africa. Companies like EA and Microsoft. And they've been setting up dedicated servers for us to play on. So it's definitely been growing in popularity, I would say.
Well, that's very good to hear. What kind of games do you personally like to play?
All right, well, I personally prefer multiplayer and social games. With the internet, I have the ability to play games with people across the world, so why not take advantage of that?
Okay. Well, then, can you please name me a couple of these games as examples?
All right, well, at the moment, I'm playing Dota 2 and Arma 3.
Okay, well, how big are the games that you mentioned? How big are the companies that run those games?
All right, well, Dota 2 is made by the company Valve, which is probably at the moment one of the biggest gaming companies around. And Arma 3 is a made by Bohemia Interactive, which is a partner of Valve. So definitely very big companies.
Okay. How much would these games cost on average since they're big, they're from big companies? So that the other people around the world can know.
Well, the big company titles average around 60 to 40 US dollars. However, there's always indie game titles, which is much smaller games, and they average between anywhere between $1 and $60.
Okay, so the games are a reasonable price, it seems. Is there a
Yeah.
reason that you, personally, like these particular games so much?
Right. Well, Dota 2, I enjoy more for the competitive aspect. It's a five versus five competitive gameplay, and it's definitely very very fun. And Arma 3 just recently has become a much more social game with the player-made modifications. And yeah, I play that for the social aspect.
Okay. How many hours in a week do you play video games?
Personally, I think between school and my social life, I average around 35 hours a week.
So is that saying you about average 5 hours per day in the week?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. Then what got you into video games?
I remember back in elementary school, first video game I ever played, right? Uh, if you finish your work early in computer class, the teacher would let us play this old Linux Penguin game where you would slide down a snowy mountain and collect fish. And that just, it amazed me. And yeah, that's definitely where I started out.
Okay. Well, then this is for a question for everyone else to know. Why should other people be more interested in video games?
Well, video gaming has always just been a stress relief and just generally fun for me. And, as mentioned above, it allows you just to have a much more diverse social experience. So, it's definitely just something that everyone should at least just experience once.
Okay then. Well, thank you for your time, Diavold. And I really do hope gaming becomes bigger in South Africa as it is in other parts of the world. And this will conclude our interview.
All right, well, thank you very much for letting me have this chance to talk about my hobby and passion.
No problem.